All right, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rahak, Wadash. Double honors due to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, salutations as always to the Lord's elect, the brother Yeshaya, part of Men of Valor, South Carolina. And this lesson right here is going to be based off of the live lesson that Elder Apostle Haramlab did, where he, basically broadcasted the Pesach or the Passover, the actual dates that the Passover starts. As we know, it's a week long high holy day, but it comes in on March 13th sundown, right? And the interesting thing that was brought up is that around this time, there's gonna be a total lunar eclipse. All right, and this is so-called. This is not so-called, but this is happening on the same night, or our evenings represent our days, but on the same even as the Passover, which is a omen, which is a sign. Okay, because we know Yahweh Bashem Yahushua does not do anything haphazardly or on accident. Everything is meticulous and everything is strategic. He's the ultimate strategist, right? And he's putting these signs here for us to be able to discern the times that we're in right now. So without further ado, let's get it. Total lunar eclipse, March 2025. Like I said, that's when the Passover starts. So total lunar eclipse, March 2025. When and where to see the next blood moon lunar eclipse. All right, a total lunar eclipse will be seen across North America on the night of March 13th through 14th, 2025, while parts of Europe will get a brief view. On the night of March 13th through the 14th, 2025, a total lunar eclipse will be visible from Earth, and North America will be in the prime position for the spectacular event, which will also feature a blood moon. So, that's an omen. Okay, and the Lord has put, he has put the actual sun, moon, and the stars here for, a signs of the times. All right. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 43, the pride of the height, the clear firmament, the beauty of of heaven with his glorious shoe. The sun when it appeareth, declaring at his rising a marvelous instrument, the work of the Most High. At noon it parcheth the country, and who can abide the burning heat thereof? A man blowing a furnace is in works of heat, but the sun burneth the mountains 3 times more, breathing out fiery vapors, and sending forth bright beams, it dimmeth the eyes. Great is the Lord that made it, and at his commandment runneth hastily. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. So there you go. All right. This total eclipse, total lunar eclipse is a sign of the times, and we know that we're in 2025. Today is January 20th, and the so-called inauguration is happening, which a lot of things are going to be happening. High level witchcraft is going to be happening, seances, all types of witchcraft and sorcery, right? And hey, Satan turning up, and we need to turn up too. Staying rooted in Yahushua, grounded in the faith. Keeping our head down in these scriptures, man, and out of the world as much as possible. All right. So going back, this is verse 5. Great is the Lord that made it, and his commandment runneth hastily. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. So there you go. The moon is a sign of the world. From the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. So that the new moon, okay, is the perfection. Okay, the new moon is you basically can't see the new moon. All right. And it basically waxes and wanes. Waxes mean it increases, and it wanes once it gets to the middle part of the month, which is the full moon. All right. The beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars. Slakia 8. The month is called after her name. So the moon, basically, that's how we determine our months. Increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven, the beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, an ornament, giving light in the highest places of the Lord. So there you go. Okay, so the moon is an instrument that the Lord uses for signs and times and declarations, man. All right. Now, uh, actually, let's go to the book of Jeremiah 10, and brothers probably already know I'm going at it. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So they are dismayed at these signs, okay, that they're seeing. Okay, blood moons, total lunar eclipses, total solar eclipses, right? All the things that they see, even the signs of heaven, the chariots are a sign of heaven as well. So they are dismayed, And ultimately, it's not for them to believe in, and it's not part of their salvation, because the scriptures say, "Look up for your redemption draweth nigh." All right, because we're trying to get redeemed out of here, man. And the way that we're gonna get saved, all right, is gonna be through those chariots, man. All right, through the thermonuclear missile fire. But yeah, there you go, right there. They're dismayed at these signs, man. But we're not dismayed at these signs, man. We know and we get excited, all right, because we know the Lord is working. Lunar eclipses happen when Earth is between the sun and the full moon. During the event, the moon moves through Earth's umbra, the dark center of its shadow. So there you go. That's it on that one, on that article. But you know what? Yeah, let me go to Genesis 1. All right. Just another precept. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1. Yeah. Genesis 1 and 13. And the evening and the morning were the third day. And Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh, and the power said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And the Most High and the Salakia and the powers made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. So there you go. Okay, this is the creation of the sun, the moon, and the stars, which are signs, of in the heavens, right? So let's see. I think I had let's go to the book of Psalms. Chapter 104 and 19. And let's see what this says, because I think I'm about to switch gears. 104 and verse 19. He appointeth the moon for seasons. The sun knoweth his going down. Okay, so there you go. So the sun and the moon are pivotal, but the moon really is a declaration of times and for seasons. All right, because we dictate our months off the what? The new moon. The new month, is a new moon. All right, it's not the middle. It's not the full moon, because like I said, it decreases in her perfection. Okay, and increases in her beauty. Roughly paraphrasing. So it all starts from the new moon. All right, and it waxes till it gets to the full moon, and then it wanes, which it means decreases until it gets back to the perfection. Till it gets back to the actual new moon, which is a blank moon, so to say. Right. So okay, moving on. Because also, I just wanted to bring this up. The Passover, right? The Passover is in the month Abib, okay, which was later changed to Nisan. So that's how we know that the Passover, or the month Abib, aka Nisan, aka March, all right, is the start of the spring equinox, so to say, or the start of spring, the first of the year, and not December in the dead of winter. So it says Abib was the first month of the ancient Hebrew calendar and the month of newly ripened grain. The word Abib comes from the Hebrew word Abib, which means ear of grain. So there you go. Look, after the Jews returned from Babylon, the month of Abib was renamed Nisan. So there you go. All right, so this is the first month, and let's see the word. Let's see what that word Abib means. Exodus 13, okay, and 4. All right, this day came ye out of the month Abib. All right, Salakia. Let me read it for context. And Moses said unto the, this is verse 3 of Exodus 13. And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage. For by strength of hand the Lord Yahweh brought you out of this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten. So going into the Passover. This day came ye out of the month of Abib. Okay, so, you know, the Exodus happened around springtime. Now to prove that, we're going to go to the month of Abib and see what it says, right? Fresh, young barley ears, barley, month of ear forming, a greening of crop of growing green Abib, month of Exodus and Passover, March or April. So the blue letter will tell you, you know, that it's in March or April, but more overly March, right? Sometimes in the middle, sometimes at the beginning, sometimes in the latter part, okay? So, and I mean, and obviously, you know, we know that crops don't grow in the dead of winter. So this new ear forming, or, you know, when crops begin to grow again, like let's just take today's January 20th. And, you know, for brothers who have lawns, or, you know, I mean, yeah, for brothers who have lawns, my grass hasn't grown since like September or October, right? So, and the grass doesn't really start growing until March, and that's when crops start to renew. That's when the earth renews and it starts to grow again. All right, and that is the start of the month, not, you know, the dead of winter, right? Now, one more point I wanted to make. You know, we're basically this Roman calendar. Okay, now when you go into the months of September, October, November, December, and when the apostles first brought this out, I was amazed, man. But yeah, basically it coincides and it lines up with what we teach. Okay, we teach that the month of Abib is in March, and that's the start of the year. Now, when you go into this ancient calendar that was changed around 325 AD, the Council of Nicaea, right? It says anyone who ponders the names of the months called September, October, November, and December will realize that these names stand for numbers. 7, Sev, yep. 8, October, Octagon. 9, you know, November, Nov. 10, Decagon, December, right? And yet in the present day colleges, they stand for numbers 9, September, 10, October, 11, November, and 12, December. So how did the names of these months shift by 2? The answer is that at one time, Romans only had 10 months in a year. The year began with March, and the first 4 months were named after Greco-Roman deities. So there you go. Yeah, Mars, you know, they name they was naming the months after their so-called gods or whatnot, right? So yeah, you can do a little bit more research in that on your own if you want to, but yeah. So, you know, hey, the Passover is in the month of Abib, Nisan, which signifies the start of the year. Okay, now I have one more scripture, and I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna end it with this one. This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 21 and 25. And it reads, and there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. In the NLT, so when all these things begin to happen, stand and look up, for your salvation is near. And that's through the Spirit. I quoted that earlier. So I think that's a good point to leave off. Lord willing, this was edifying to the Lord's sheep, to the Lord's elect. Giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. And until next time, Shalom.